1966 Plymouth Satellite convertible. Very rare. They only made 2,759 of them for the 66 model year. This car's been body on restored. That includes new paint, new interior from Legend, new top, and originally in brand new Magnum 500 wheels, brand new BFG tires. It originally was a 318 two-barrel car. It has since been upgraded to a 3D3 4-barrel Commando motor. That's correct date coded for the model year. 727 Torqueflite automatic transmission. Still retains the factory 8 3/4 rear end. It's a one-legger, you know. It didn't have positive traction with the 318 in it, but it's straight as an arrow, and everything's in nice shape on it. The original color was bronze metallic with like a light bronze or tan interior with a black top. That's all been switched to bright white paint, black interior, and the interior has the correct grain patterns for 66 Satellite, you know, these western embroidery patterns here. Console car. Originally was a factory AC car. All the AC components are missing, but you know, at least the holes are in the firewall if you want to go do vintage air. Original power steering car. Was originally manual drum brakes. It is now manual disc brakes up front and drums in the rear. All the interior dome lights work on both sides. The windows roll up and down, and it's a power top, and I'll put the top down. It also has a convertible boot to put over the top once it's down in the well there. Kind of a pain in the butt to put it on, though. I normally don't bother, especially on a cold day like today. Trying to stretch it to get the snaps to snap into place is a real bitch. You want to do that on a warm day, obviously, so that vinyl boot will stretch. But you could see the original paint right there and there, and then but everything, it's got some kind of aftermarket. It's got the original Plymouth transistor AM radio, and then previous owner put some kind of Pioneer CD player. There's some boombox speakers in the rear. I never tried any of that shit. I don't really care for that stuff, but it was already there, so I just left it. Let's see, got a huge trunk. Virtually no rust at all. I mean, most of these old Mopars are rusty as hell. I'm not going to say there's no Bondo, because, you know, anybody that says that none of these cars, they came from the factory with Bondo on them, believe it or not, you know. Really shoddy lead work and shit around the windowsill areas. I've ordered the windshield wiper armatures and blades. Those are coming. I've also, these are the original V8 emblems. That's for Designates 318. I got the Commando 383 ones coming, and this will stay, and then the 383 Commando emblem will go there. But all the bright work's in good condition. It's got factory optional rubber bumper for the bumpers. Originally, most of these things didn't have these. It's missing the backup lenses. I got those on order too. They're coming. The trim works pretty straight. And I got the original gas cap coming too. This one doesn't really fit correctly. I'll touch up that scrape there with white paint, but let's put the top down, shall we? So you roll down the windows first, you pull down the visors, undo the two clamps, and just hit the button. And I'll try to aim the camera back that way. That's pretty much it. I'll fire it up. This is pretty much a cold start, so And we'll this is what the exhaust sounds like. It's got a new exhaust too, by the way. The original temp gauge didn't work, so put this aftermarket one in down here below. You can see how cold it is. It's 100 degrees, so it's a cold start. Missing a knob here for the washer. I was missing one for the top too. I just put a billet one on. I'm going to do the same here. These factory knobs are unattainable. I mean, they're made out of unobtainium. They make them for the Dodges, you know, the Chargers and the Cornets, but not for the Plymouth, Belvedere, Satellite, or GTX yet. I imagine they will in the future. The horn works, I think. It did. Yeah, there, you got to press it in the center. There's a hole here, so I glued a plastic placard in place so you can see. I don't know if you can see that hole there, but and then yeah, the glove box opens, and registration's in there. I'm getting a new dash pad for it. This one was painted over, or it looks like, and it's cracked, so I got a new one coming, and I'll fix this little piece here. It's missing that arm. Let's see, I think I'll turn on the lights. Yeah, so there's the dash lights. It's showing 64,000 on the odometer. I can't verify if that's actual or not. It really doesn't matter because it's not a numbers matching car anyhow. But when they upgraded it, they did a good job. They changed the torsion bars and the rear springs, so everything's, you know, heavy duty, big block stuff, and not mushy 318 springs and stuff. Let's go through the headlights and everything, and then I'll open up the engine bay. So if you put it on parking lights, it looks like that. Those turn off when you pull the headlights on. I don't know why. Now the 66 was unique because 67 had dual headlights. And that's the year they came out with the GTX. This is top of the line Satellite. Was a 3D3. I had a friend of mine that had a Hemi 66 Satellite, but very rare. They only made a few hundred of those, and I don't even know if they made those in convertibles or not, but I have all the sales literature and sales brochure in it. It doesn't even mention that they offered a Hemi in 66, but they were available. I know that for homologation. I got these custom plates for custom plate. Arizona only requires one plate, so they only issue one plate. They don't put one on front. Got 66 Mopar, tags are up to date. I'm willing to let the plates go with the car, whether you're an Arizona resident or not. Doesn't really matter. The only real damage I can find is that scrape there in the fender, and I saw a rust bubble on, yeah, there's one right here. Small rust bubble starting there. I don't know if you can see that very well. Let's turn the headlights on, and like I said, when the headlights go on, the parking lights go out. That's by design. I got a cool 66 Plymouth vanity plate for the front end, since Arizona doesn't issue dual plates. I don't think there's any other body damage or rust. You can see a little crack there. That's probably, you know, from Bondo repair. But the car, I have the receipts. The paint was done about 10 years ago. The car's been garaged the whole time, so it didn't deteriorate. It was like $2,500 for the paint job. There's that stereo I was talking about. I don't know how to operate those things, so I don't really give a shit about them. Here's left directional, and a little rear and left directional. And we'll do the right side. I'll try to keep this video as short as possible. It's kind of a bitch to do that when you're trying to explain the car. That's left side. I mean right side. And then right side. But if you look down the car, you can just see how straight it is. I mean, it is just laser straight, and you don't see all kinds of bulging or dips from inferior body work. Whoever painted this did a good job. Let's open the hood, and then I'll operate the top back up, and then I'll shut the video down. Okay, so normally these early cars had like a single reservoir for the brakes, so someone, when they switched it over to front disc brakes, they put a dual reservoir in. Much safer, less brake failure. Aluminum radiator, I think it's a Champion. Factory 383, I ran the numbers on the intake manifold in the block. It comes up to 66 or 67, I think. Those aren't hypo manifolds, they're just standard 325 horse manifolds, I believe. But that, you can see where the AC was. There's all the outlets for it, so it's plumbed for AC, which is cool, because then you don't have to drill holes when you bother to either retrofit an AC unit in here. But again, you can see the original body paint was that color there. Power steering and electronic ignition conversion. But just all in all, a beautiful car. I mean, it is just gorgeous. And Mopars are going up in price so much, it's ridiculous. You know, I used to buy these cars in the 70s when gas prices were considered high at $1 a gallon, and get big block Roadrunners for 500 bucks. But you know, nowadays they're 50 grand on up for a clean one like this. That's not even a convertible. But let me open the trunk for you. I'll pull up the mat in there. Here's the speakers and whatever the hell that thing is, some amp or something. But you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but there's no rust there. I'll get some video and photos of the under chassis. I'm going to put it up on the lift, but I have a short video of it, and it's clean underneath there. There's I don't think there's even any metal that's been replaced. You know, so it's a California car, you know, originally. Now it's in the Arizona desert, so it never went back east and saw salt, you know, either salt air, salt roads, or snow. So that's why it's not all Swiss cheesed out like most Mopars are. But anyhow, you should put that boy. There we go. Okay, let's fire it up and put the top up, and we'll call it a video shoot. So anyhow, you can get a hold of me through here's the top button. You can get a hold of me through whatever form you found this through. I'm using a digital camera to video this right now. I'm a flip phone user, and I don't do texts. So anybody that tries to text me, I'm not going to respond, because it's too much of a bitch for me to respond pecking the friggin' digits out. I do everything on a desktop computer. In my opinion, my phone is just that, a phone. It's not a computer. So I do, you know, if I got to take a video or photos, I do it with my digital camera, and then I work from the desktop. So anyhow, don't text me. You know, you can message me through whatever form you found it through, or you can be brave and make a phone call. A face-to-face phone call, because 99% of texters are scammers anyhow. So that's another reason I don't deal with that shit. So anyhow, call me, but leave a message, because that's another screening protocol I have. I don't answer phone when I see the number as not, you know, that I don't recognize the number, you know, it doesn't have a name assigned to it. So I figure if someone's serious about the car, they'll leave a message, and then I will return their call, and I'll return, you know, and I'm real prompt about that shit. I don't leave ads up, but once the car's sold, I pull the ad down immediately. I don't like wasting time, and I don't like people wasting my time either. So but leave a message, and then I'll call you right back, and I hope you guys have a good day or night. Thanks so much.